Ako khadzikosa ochobuni yako talak apota hako. Mana mbugushi yakucha temena kwebe.
The men here have invited me to make a walk with them to another camp. Now that's about 60 kilometers straight through the bush. So they're insisting that, like the children, I should also be self-reliant. And they say they're going to make me a bow and arrow for my protection. And in just one day.
Magenga is cutting the branch from the musakako tree to make the bow. He scrapes off the bark and shapes the wood. To support the bowstring at the base, he's tying on a piece of old cloth. And then at the top, he uses a strip of bark from the emberico tree. He's using an old bowstring made from the neck ligament of a large animal. He bends the bow with his knee to get the tension right and ties a very distinctive knot that the Hadza always use. Now he's making me an arrow, and as any archer knows, that's even more difficult than a bow. He makes a nock which fits the bowstring and then straightens it. Guinea fowl wing or tail feathers provide the fletching. By softening some ligament in his mouth, it becomes self-adhesive, and he uses this to attach the feathers. He roughens the point of the arrow to receive the barb. And again, this is tied on with ligament.
Well, that's quite incredible. I've been watching this now most of the day. And that's all it's taken for this man to make this bow and this arrow, which is barbed and intended for getting birds. And just with a knife, he's been able to fashion this beautiful arrow. Thank you, Nubaya. Thank you. Go and try it. The Hadza don't need maps and compasses because they know this land intimately, having walked every single inch of it. For me, it's a real pleasure to be able to walk with them and see it through their eyes. Guys have been telling me that rivers like this crisscross their territory, and that when the rains come, they can flood from dry beds to torrents in minutes and just as quickly fall again. Fortunately, though, some of the water gets trapped in the river bed, where it can be accessed at permanent pools during times of drought. That's important to the Hadza and to the wildlife. But now, those pools are drying up as they're drained by wells dug by the herders for their cattle. And what's more, those wells are themselves a danger. Animals the size of zebra have been known to fall into them and drown while trying to drink.
Kila kalimo koa manako koa ati buch ukwa iyami ati kikia kila I atato gabi. Kwa sababu isha yako Badabi isha kwapi atibi. Chete bek au kwa mana kota isha bek au kwa mana mo bek isha bek au be isha bek au bitik nature atibi. Kutashi atibi film ko.
These corrals aren't used by the Hadza. These are built by herders who've been displaced into this area from outside. Sometimes they'll build a corral or a boma like this for just one night. The really tragic thing is they're cutting down trees that are an important source of food for the Hadza. And if they're not doing that, then they cut them down anyway because they say the trees hold tsetse flies which will harm their cattle.
In the bush, you're constantly on the lookout for any danger, as well as a bite to eat, like the incredibly sweet ndushibi.
Ichi ndushibi, uchata, abikota atlakwa, abiondoshi onipi, makuzu ako kota atlakwa akutibewa ikweta. Ise akancha paka esana, basi yosekeme ota atone ishina. Wela pina klama, ise hakaklama se tlakwa.
Is that it? Is that what you've dragged me up here for? This is Klehako, yeah? You can see how far I've come. That is Lake Eyasi in the distance. And the guys have dragged me all the way up here just for this. This is what they use to make their fire drill. The working end is the thick end, and that has to be carved quite neatly, and then the bark is removed. You can see this stick is still quite green. It has to be allowed to dry out before it can be used. So why do they go to such lengths to get this stick? Well, the reason is it's of a superior wood. Most people in the world who use the hand drill for fire lighting prepare everything. The drill, like I'm making, and the piece that it's going to drill in, and then carry both of those bits with them. Because this drill is so good that they can go to almost any tree, break off a dead branch and make fire.
Guido and I set up camp for the night. Fire is the first priority.